What's up, Transformers fans? Mondo here, back with another Moonbase 84 transmission. When it comes to the Studio Series 86 Constructicon reviews on the channel, Tron has gotten all the love. Make sure you check out his Scrapper and Bone Crusher reviews. But now it's Daddy's turn, and I'm reviewing the Commander class Hook and Longhaul. Quickly before we take a look at the set, if you could do us a favor and hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and all that jazz, we'd really appreciate it. So when it comes to this set, right out of the box, I personally was surprised because, to be honest with you, I wasn't really paying attention to the offering of this Commander class set. I knew I needed both Longhaul and Hook for Devastator. I know there's some contention in the fandom whether this should be a Commander class price point, the two released together as a Commander class. But I was surprised because I didn't really pay attention, as I just said, and I didn't know in this set we've got this piece, this War Wagon, which I think looks really cool. I call any kind of like war vehicle a war wagon, but this is literally a war wagon. Longhaul can tow it, and they both roll really nicely together, and it just looks really cool connected to him. Another surprise that I liked is because there's this little hitch here, you can see in the center, and I thought, oh god, anytime you have to unpeg a hinge, it's worrisome to me because there's always a risk of it breaking, especially over time. But I like how the simple engineering thing is you just split back of Longhaul and it pops right out, which I thought was a nice little touch, and now I don't have to worry. We'll take a closer look at the War Wagon. And this yeah, like I said, I was surprised about it, but because I thought Superion and before him Menasor, they had the Commander class, of course, for Motormaster and Silverbolt, because they needed those pieces to do the frame that they're going with for combiners. And I thought, oh, this is a Commander class because there's 6 Constructicons instead of the 5 of the other two. So I didn't even think they were using a frame, and I honestly, as I said, I didn't pay attention. So that's why this surprised me, but really cool that we do get a frame, and I think it looks really cool. Again, a nice War Wagon. You have these weapon mounts on the top, which are actually Devastator's forearms, and the other pieces, when you combine to form Devastator, store nicely on it. And also, which makes it a true War Wagon, is these emplacements, battery emplacements, are blast effect compatible, so you can make it like unload on somebody. So I thought that was really cool. It looks nice. It fits the theme of the Constructicons, obviously. And now we'll take a closer look at Hook. He is a crane construction vehicle, which is really cool. Again, with the Constructicons, they're going for, you know, movie animation accuracy, so very plain in a lot of regards with color. Just you get that green. But I like, again, when they add the purple in spots to mix up the colors and break things up a bit. Here you see the purple here. His crane does extend. And well, it goes up like that. And you can extend the hook very tight. I wouldn't yank on the hook itself. But so you can have him, you know, performing his jobs as a construction vehicle. I like how the purple here breaks up the armature here, and then you get the purple for the windows throughout. This doesn't rotate or anything because it's on a hinge in the back. That would be cool if it could, but it's okay, it doesn't. So yeah, Hook's looking really cool in his alt mode. And once again, I'm an idiot. It does rotate, not here, but the hook rotates here. I'm glad I caught it. As you can see, also his gun storage on the side there. Longhaul in his alt mode is a big beefy dump truck, as he should be. Nice big fat tires, nicely detailed. I also forgot to mention on Hook, both of them, I like how the wheels are painted silver. That's really good, like when that happens. But again, rolls nicely, forgot, as Hook does as well. Take a closer look. Again, you get the purple windows, some nice sculpted detail throughout. I like how the red on the top breaks things up some, and you get some purple here. And then the black, obviously, on the side breaks it up. And the black here, and a nice grill. I love that grill, nice clean Decepticon badge on the front, and some silver headlights. Oh, and I forgot, there is some silver headlights on Hook. Yeah, big beefy dump truck. Doesn't dump or anything, I don't think. I guess you could brake transformation to do that, but he can't really haul anything due to his design. That's not a criticism, just pointing it out. And again, weapon storage. And I like how in their alt modes, even with this, the War Wagon, how everything stores. The Devastator's pieces store nicely, and the weapons, they don't look gaudy. They look like, you know, they belong in a fighting, robotic, transforming vehicle. I do wish the War Wagon had some kind of fold down stand so it would stay like this, but it just leans like down like that. It would have been cool if they had some stands to keep it upright. Now we'll transform Longhaul and Hook into their bot modes and take a closer look at them. This War Wagon it's just a War Wagon and part of Devastator. There's no other alt mode as far as the instructions say. Okay, so without further ado, Longhaul, Hook, transform. I said transform. How come that works for AA-tron? It must be me. Because Hook and Longhaul are being difficult, I'll be right back and we'll check out the robot modes. So here's Hook and Longhaul all transformed up into robot mode, and they're looking pretty good, I think. There is some wonkiness involved, and we will go over that. And we'll start off by taking a closer look at Hook, because that's where I found the wonkiness. But as you can see here, nice head sculpt. Really liking that. And again, I love it on the Constructicons when some purple or something shows up, more purple to break up the green. Nice clean Decepticon symbol, very tiny. And again, some nice sculpt work. And then now we have some grays, some nice detail on the legs. And then on the side, I'll just give you a 360 view. Of course, the big old hook on the back. But yeah, pretty cool. He is holding his weapon. The wonkiness with him stems from the shoulder pads up here. They do get in the way of articulation. As you can see, it crashes. You can work around it by lifting the panel and doing that and then closing the panel. Just a little extra step, but let's go over articulation. Again, that gets in the way, so if you want to rotate the arm, you do have to lift the panel. You have the bicep swivel, nice knee bend, double jointed, past 90. No wrist swivel. Oh, the head. Skipped over the head, that nice head sculpt. Does swivel. Can look down a tad and up a tad, no tilt or anything. No waist, that's due to everything he has to do helping to form Devastator's torso. And then legs can kick forward, back, full, or almost full, oh yeah, full splits. Thigh swivel, knee bend almost at 90. And you get the tilt, rocker, and foot articulation like so. So yeah, a little wonky up top with the articulation, but it's manageable. Taking a look at Longhaul in robot mode, he is a big beefy fellow, and I didn't mention this and I wanted to when we were checking out the vehicle modes. Both of these figures have some heft to them. They're solid, very solid feeling. Longhaul a bit more so than Hook, but that's because he's a broader fellow, but they both have some weight to them. And that makes sense because they have to form a torso to Devastator to hold all the other parts. So it definitely makes sense. This thing as well is very heavy. Yeah, checking out Longhaul. Again, looking really cool, very beefy as he should. Check out his head sculpt. Really nice. Nice red visor. Chest, of course, is the grill of the dump truck. So you get that nice grill and the painted lights on the chest and the Decepticon symbol. Of course, again, he's mixed up a little bit with the color scheme, not as much as Hook with the purple, but still breaks it up. We got that red we saw in the dump truck. Everything pretty much we've seen on the dump truck in robot or in alt mode. But yeah, really nice, really solid. His back nice and tidied up. Very flat little backpack, so really cool. Articulation. His head does swivel. You have to, it can look down a little bit, but there's some play in there, so it'll crash unless you have the head set in the right spot. But once you do, you can swivel. It's like that and like that. Arms rotate. Do the T, bicep swivel. No wrist again because of transformation. They are both hollow in the forearm due to transformation, but no wrist swivel. Does he have a waist? I didn't even check this. No waist again, probably most likely because of the engineering to form part of Devastator's body. But he does kick forward, back, T-splits, thigh, knee bend, not quite 90. And he does have the ankle pivot, but no back and forth, unless you want to use the heel. So yeah, just besides the waist and the wrist, very nicely articulated. And now my answer to the $1,000 question that has been a source of contentions regarding this set amongst the fans is this set worth a Commander class price point? Everybody has their own opinions. For me personally, what you get in this set, I think I am comfortable with paying that price, having paid that price. For me, part of the surprise, the reason I say the part of the surprise is this. Again, I didn't really pay much attention. I just knew I wanted the Constructicons for a new Devastator, and they look pretty cool. And when this set came up for pre-order and things, I just missed that this comes with a set. So that, adding this in, to me, getting that surprise has made this set worth it. Because this is a big, chunky, beefy hunk of plastic that you can have some play value with, towing it around with long haul. The one thing I do say is I wish to sweeten the pot, it should have come with some blast effects for this. And I think that would have sweetened the pot and made it my purchase, made me even happier with the purchase. But as the set stands alone, to me, I'm comfortable with what I paid for. And a lot of it is all because of the extra piece I didn't know about. So cool. Merry Christmas to me. If it just was these two guys, even though I like them, if it was just those two guys, I would have said that's not worth the Commander class price point. But standing as a set, I'm very happy with them. I think they came out really well. There is a little tiny bit of wonkiness here, but almost every bot we get has wonkiness in some form or other, so that is a minor gripe, very minuscule nitpick. But yeah, I think they look great, and I can't wait to get our last two Constructicons so we can build Devastator. I also wanted to add, just because I'm comfortable with this price point, I understand other people aren't, and I'm not here to tell you what to spend your money on. I'm here just to go over the toys, show them off, tell you what I personally think, so to help you make a decision on whether you want to pay the price for these things or not. With that being said, as always, until next time, thanks for docking.